Car guys and car gals, this message has been brought to you by Think Ad Group.
Excited to still have the Think Ad Group with us, brewing some solutions. But guess what? It is time for us to do. Get that jump box.
There we go.
Listen to me, car guys and car gals. You already know that the very most important thing for us to ever do when we have to jumpstart a battery is address that negative. We got to go ahead and address the negative. There's negativity out there. There's bad stuff going on. So be it. Whatever. You're a solutionary, so you need to find a way to bring a solution to the problem that people are paying you to fix. Man, sorry. I'm getting excited. So now that we are making that connection and addressing that negative, and these guys talked about it earlier, don't be making problems. Stay positive. These guys have stayed positive, enjoying an uplifting session of Car Guy Coffee podcast. Yep. And they are now being unveiled. And we are unveiling that positive right now with them so that we can jumpstart the motor that is your business. So what is it that you have that is definitely going to bring that positivity and that upshift and uplift to the businesses of car guys and car gals that want your service? Ready? Go.
Yeah. I'll go. I don't care.
Drop it, Justin. Go ahead, drop it.
You know what? This is the one thing that I've thought about several times, assuming that we're talking about, I know you're talking about whatever negativity, but the negativity right now currently with dealerships being closed across the country, I would call that negative for us car guys, right?
No doubt, no doubt.
I think for us personally, for me personally, a month and a half ago, 6 weeks ago, we could have phoned it in, and I could have said, Derek, listen, I'll talk to you when this is over.
Yep.
I'm on a commission pay plan. Derek does a great job taking care of us, but let's talk when this is done. But Derek and I, from day one, were like, no. Derek gets up at 7 a.m., which is 10 my time. I already got the kids fed. We're moving through our day. I've already made 20 phone calls. He calls me the second he wakes up. And every day through this whole process, we've worked. We've thought about, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's develop this. Let's send an email out and, see how many unsubscribes we get. And to me, that's kept me positive. Because if I just would have said, hey, I'm going to chill out in the garage here, drink beer, we've gotten a lot accomplished during this negative time. And maybe we've just sowed so many seeds that, we didn't make the money we were making before it, but
nobody is.
Nobody is.
Oh, but I think that this is helping you recalibrate to making more than you ever dreamed of.
That's going to blow up.
Man, I said, you realize how much bigger we're going to get because of the coronavirus than if it never would have happened. We might have made a great living, but we're going to go to the stratosphere with this stuff. It's been, believe it or not, it's been a super positive for us going forward, and we know that, we see that, and we feel for all those dealerships. I think all the time about my salesmen that are laid off, man. My salesmen who I think about them all the time because as a general manager of a dealership, that's who my focus was. I wanted to make sure that I knew if they were eating, I was eating.
Right. Yep.
If they're being fed, I'm being fed. And when they were struggling, guess what? I was struggling. Right?
Yep.
There's obviously a correlation there.
100%.
And so I feel for them, and I feel for those people out there that are out of work or don't have food or whatever. But I think that's been the biggest positive for me is we just got up every day and got creative. And Evelyn posted 30 videos a day, and
she does. She does a great job for you. That's part of the team. That's battle buddy right there, and without a battle buddy, it's tough. Somebody that got your back where you're weak at, they're strong at, and they complement each other. And I love that. That's great that you have Evelyn. I'm going to throw another shout out to her one more time.
There's been several days where I'm like, oh, the weather's nice. Let's just take the day off. And she wasn't having it.
and that's right, because here's the thing, what's going on in the world right now, it stinks, and there's a lot of people who are just giving up. They're just like, you know what, I'm going to wait till this passes over. I'm going to be okay with it. But that's fine. And financially, some of them will probably be okay or whatever, right? But mentally, I mean, God, you take yourself out of this. You take yourself out of stuff for so long, it becomes so weird. Like, I don't know how I could manage living doing nothing. I have to do something. I have to constantly be growing every day. I can't handle it. Like, I'm like, my first day was a freak out session. Not bad freak out, but I had to come downstairs to this cafe. I'm down here, and I'm literally sat here an hour and a half rewriting my new schedule. Like, I got to change everything. Now I have this extra time. What am I going to do with this time? So I rewrote everything, changed it up. Now, have I changed it since then? I've flipped it around a little bit, but I had to come up with something because I had to make sure that I used my time instead of waste my time. I don't like to waste it because there's not a lot of it. In my quick brews, I talk about that. It's like, time's going by fast. Don't, take advantage of every moment. Do not waste it. And it's true. Do I still waste moments? I do. I still have fun. I'm a grown person. I could do what I want. But at the same time, I take advantage when I can. I'm like, okay, I got 30 minutes. I'm going to go read this book. I got 30 minutes. I'm going to watch these videos on this to help me out with this. I got 30 minutes. I'm going to try to connect with a few more people and see what they're doing. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And you guys are doing a great job of that too, and I think that you are taking advantage of it, and I'm sure you're doing something similar, right, Derek? What are you doing to keep you motivated and moving?
Yeah, so every day, Justin, he's usually like you said, I get up 7 o'clock in the morning. I know he's already up, so I feel like he's already up working while I'm still sleeping, right? Because he's on the East Coast, so I'm kind of cruising around 7. I'm calling him deep voice, hey man, what's going on? Sometimes we have some pitches, but I think it's just that consistent thing. And we committed to this in the very beginning was, there's 2 things we could do. We could continue with a positive attitude and make the most of the situation, or we could just flat sit back and give up. Well, I'm not the type of person to give up. I know he's not the type of person to give up. We just weren't going to do that. So it's motivating each other every day. Justin talking to him. I got a bunch of friends that are motivating. I talk to every day. Awesome. That's, we're all talking about positive things and ways to move forward. Not go backwards, move forward. And I think with situations like this and maybe some people out there in other businesses, whether you're a real estate agent, mortgage broker, everybody's been hit with it. It's not like it just single-handedly pointed out me and you.
Everybody's in this boat.
Exactly.
Right. Everybody's in the same boat.
The whole world.
The whole world. So it's something everybody's definitely going to learn from. And I think that one analogy I come to it I think of best is the scene from Catch Me If You Can, whenever Leonardo DiCaprio's dad was up, and I forget his name, but he was sitting there, he was doing a speech, and he said there was 2 mice in a bowl. Yeah, Christopher Walken's 2 mice in a bowl of cream. Yeah, and they start kicking. They're in a terrible situation. They're going to drown. One mouse kept kicking, turned the cream into butter, rose to the top and escaped. The other guy didn't keep kicking. Well, I'm the mouse that escaped. Justin's the mouse that escaped. You guys are the mouse that escaped. So, I mean, it's the continuing to go and keep on going, but at the same time, learning from what's going on.
Absolutely.
We're all learning something from this.
100% we are.
Yeah, and helping people, man. I've been accused of being too nice sometimes. People say, man, you're too nice. And when I hear that, I'm like, why? Why would you guys say I'm too nice? What does that mean? Well, there's no such thing as being too nice.
Thank you.
There's no such thing as being nice.
Thank you.
Cool, appreciate that, man.
But I've always been a real positive person, and I could even be down. And Justin knows this. A lot of my friends always say, like, dude, Derek calls and he's gonna be pumping you up. He's gonna be pumping you up. He's gonna tell you all the good stuff. But that's what it's about is breathing life into people,
Yes, and feeling the positive.
I think at this time, we all need to be positive, man. Pat each other on the back. You're doing a great job. Help each other out. Give stuff away for free. Reach out to a dealership who's not doing anything, and help people out.
And that's the thing. That's the thing, guys, that Derek did. That all these, I would love to find another company like Derek's who just said, give away. And Derek gave me the green light. Hey, man, let's help some people out. And what he realized was he was doing it. He was doing it to do the right thing, but it's going to yield him so much more success later because of him having that good heart.
That's right.
And another thing, like Derek and I talk 20 times a day, and as soon as he hears, and I get down more than him actually. As soon as he hears my voice, I'm down. He's like, "You're crapped out, man. I gotta get you." And he gives me a pep talk.
That's the way to be.
That's and vice versa.
That's a battle buddy. That's a good battle buddy.
But I'll hear him down. I'll hear it in his voice, and I'm like, "Dude, what's wrong, man? What's going on?" And we give each other pep talks.
That's the way to go, man.
Yep.
And
you have to.
That's wind beneath my wings. You know what I'm saying? It's so true though.
It is. And Justin actually did something pretty cool about, I don't know, maybe it was about a month ago. He did a post on LinkedIn and just a video saying, hey, if you guys are crapped out, if you lost your job, if you're not working, you don't have any money, you can't do this, give me a call. He had a guy reach out to him from Florida, man. And Justin gave the guy, go ahead, Justin. I won't go into it. But
I just put that, I don't know if you saw that post.
I saw the post. I did see that post, yeah.
I had one guy text me. And said, dude, I'm at the end of my rope, man. I got kids. I just got my dealership. His dealership closed. Not closed forever. It closed forever.
Wow.
And he had moved there from a different state for the job. And he sent me a text and said, man, I appreciate what you put out there. I need to talk to you. And I called him and I've never been in that situation before, but I just said, man, you gotta, what's your situation? Do you have some money saved? And I just gave him a little pep talk. I just gave him a pep talk like Derek gives me when I'm feeling down, and I feel down. And I checked on him a few days later, and he seemed to be okay, but I don't know. It was.
We all went through
just small things like that. Yeah. Everybody needs a little.
This whole thing, it brings out it's like morning stage. There's those 5 steps of morning or whatever. I think we all went through that. I went through. I mean, there was a day for me that I was like, oh my God, this is just like too much. And then, but just for that moment, or maybe for an hour, I was sitting there freaking out, but not really. I was kind of trying not to because I'm the subprime hero, and I'm trying to be like, going on, right? So
I'm put the cape back on.
Right. So I let myself do that, but I remember when it was happening, I was sitting there going, I'm just going through something right now. It'll be over with because I'm too positive. I'm too this. I'm trying too hard. I need to get over this. I'm just allowed myself to deal with it for a moment, and I was like, all right. Move on. Because you can't have no control over that. There's nothing you can't do anything about what's going on with the coronavirus right now. You can't do anything that's going on if the stock market crashes. That's just something that you as an individual have no control over, right? Unless you're like Bill Gates and you could buy like a whole company and then just sell all of everything and then be like, all right, this but for us human beings that are normal, we don't have that. So what you have control over is your attitude. What you do every single day when you wake up, how much energy you put towards it, and then what you're sharing with people. And those things are all what helps. Like you're talking to that guy reached out to you, man, that made you feel, just to be able to talk to a guy and make him feel a little bit better. Absolutely. It's something about that. It's, I'll get I get messages here. I've been getting them more often, which is really nice. And it actually encourages me to go even harder as people are telling me how positive I am, how they're needing to see my video today and stuff. And I'm like, man, that's wow. Thank you. I want to, anything I could do, please let me know. That type of thing. Same thing with you. Like, you want to talk to me. I'm cool. I'm here for you.
And that re-energizes that connection.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Keeps that going.
It does. Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing I think that right now is what makes people that they're the ones that are growing are those ones doing that. Not just trying to do it selfishly. They're doing it for the good of people, the good of their community, the good of their sister, their brother, their, whatever it is, they're doing that, and then they're rising from that, and that's what's making them special. Like the Think Ag Group, like Derek Perez and Justin Searle. Now, did I pronounce it right this time?
Sure.
Yeah, that was good.
That's what you guys are. You guys are solutionaries. You guys are people who are trying to, address the negative, you reveal the negative, but you're bringing out the positive in it, and you're constantly trying to push that to the people that you're working with, the people that you're meeting because of a video you put out, and that somebody needed just somebody to talk to, let them know it's going to be okay. I don't know how many times I've gone in and closed the deal, and all I said was, guys, you can do this. And they did it because they just needed somebody to tell them it's going to be okay. Exactly. I'm serious.
Well, you said the same thing again, and they believed it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You complimented it. You completed it. I mean, there's so many different ways that we can make a correlation in what it is that we're doing when we are helping each other advance. I mean, you guys are being squeezed just like everybody else is being squeezed, right? And we have the determination. We can have the discipline in us to either, like when you're squeezing an olive, that one drop, that first drop is that extra virgin olive oil. It's that very first drop. And the only way that that's ever attained is by the application of a press, a squeezing. Something genuine and of value is going to come out of you during this time. And you can either submit to the squeeze and find something inside of you that then becomes creative. You know what I mean? And when you put your actions and your creativity with your wisdom, your knowledge, your tools from before, you can create some incredible things. And like we said inside of the episodes before, or the pieces before of this, creativity is the power to connect the seemingly unconnected. We are trying to find a new way to be connected to people. We are connecting with you because we're being creative about the way that we outreach to the public about Brewing Solutions. You're connecting to people right now because of your commitment to staying consistent in Brewing Solutions. The solution's going to look different now than it is 15 years from now. But that doesn't change that we need to continue to be creative. Everybody's excited when there's a comeback of a great artist, right? Everybody's pumped to get that ticket. You know what I mean? Because of the incredibleness that comes out when they are being creative. And that creativity that you all have, that you dealers, you car guys and car gals that are out there listening and viewing, that you have that ability to be creative is inside of you. It is a God-given gift inside of you to create solutions to problems. That's what puts us on the top of the food chain. People, is that we create solutions. Okay? So because of that, be consistent in trying to find a way to brew a solution and use the press that you're in right now to address the negative, reveal a positive, get with people, make connections, and find a way to start the engine inside of the battery of or the battery inside of the engine of your life, however that's put together.
Whatever you say.
You know, I was trying to go somewhere.
It sounded good either way.
I was flying.
You went there. I felt good.
So guys, all you car gals and car gals out there, car gals and car gals, all you ladies,
all of y'all,
all you car guys and car gals out there, you know, if your dealership is needing a little bit of help right now, if your service department's needing a little boost in their business, you need to get a hold of these two. You can give Justin a call. I know he wants to get the commish, so make sure that you give Justin a call. He's the right one. He's a great guy. He's going to be there for you. He'll make sure you're not just taken care of during the sale, but also after the sale, which is the most important thing. Because a lot of people will sell you stuff and they don't even you never hear from them again. He will make sure that he follows up and he'll take care of you. I know that Derek will do the same thing. He's been doing this thing for 3 decades. I mean, he's been in the business for a long time, man. You think about it, you said 92, so I mean, you think about that, bro. Yeah, so that's basically 3 decades, my friend. So it's amazing that you've been able to do that. You are very lucky to be able to be, doing that and be able to stay in this business and be productive and keep growing constantly and being innovative. I honor that, man. That is so amazing what you're doing, what you're trying to do for with your company and what you're doing for dealers out there currently and what you're going to be doing over the next however long you do this. I'm sure it's going to be a fun rise. It's going to be a fun voyage. And I think a lot of people are going to benefit because you're doing something that's helping people do better and make it easier for them. You know, that's what we all want. We all want this to be easier.
You guys got the glow.
You got the glow. Yeah, you got the glow.
We're excited. So, car guys, listen to these guys. Check them out. These are real people. These are real people that know what it is that you're dealing with and know how to find.
They've been in your stores. They know what's up
for you. So
we're not marketing guys in the car business. We're car guys that are in the marketing business.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we understand. We know when you pick the phone up and you can't talk, you're busy. We know you're lying to us. No, I'm kidding.
That's so true. But most likely.
But they know.
But most likely.
But if you want to know people that you want to do business with people that know where you're from and where you're going and know some of your same woes, and they're definitely people that are connecting solutions to your problems.
That's
and
right.
You need to let them at least give you the opportunity to find out how they can help. Because I know that if you give them an opportunity to look at where they can help, they'll show you a solution to a problem that you may not have even noticed that you had. So
and anybody out there that needs help, like they said, get a hold of Justin, give him a call. And one thing about us, since we kind of create everything in house and we do it all, we can solve any solution you have within the dealership. A lot of the stuff that we create is things people say, well, hey, could you do this? Yeah. Could you do this? Yeah. Next, we'll build it for you. So give us a shout, man. If you got a problem within your dealership, a process you need solved, something you need done, chances are we can solve it and fix it.
Yeah.
Boom. That's
do it for
Love it.
Great.
Great. There's no doubt, man. So don't quit thinking about it. Just do it and go see these guys. Give them a holler.
Exactly. Let us do the thinking for you.
They'll do all the thinking. You just got to call them.
Car guys and car gals, this has been a Jump Box with the Think Ad Group.
That's
we
right.
are Brewin Solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast. Have you guys had fun on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast?
Unbelievable, dude. This has been
had a good time.
Not entertaining, but educational as well, man. I mean, you get a bunch of car guys together talking. I mean, what better time is it than that, man? And you guys are the real deal. And you guys did a fantastic job with this podcast. I got to shout out to you guys, man. Thanks for bringing this stuff to our industry, which we all love. And, you guys are doing a great job, man. And I heavily encourage everybody out there, follow these guys, man, and give them a shout. You guys are great, dude. You guys are great.
Appreciate that.
It means a lot, Derek. It really does,
so
brother.
much.
Seriously. That's what we aim for. We're trying to make it fun. Like you said, it's edutainment. So that's what we're trying to do. We're going to be the top edutainers in the world. That's my goal.
And I will not be outfunned. Man, we want to have the most fun while you're actually getting something that upshifts you and uplifts you. That's what I mean. Nothing upshifts and uplifts like a good cup of coffee or a good laugh.
Darn right.
Get you with some Car Guy coffee. Man, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so
thank you
much
very
for being with us. Had a blast.
You take care, Bees. You take care, Closer. Hey, if you guys need anything, let me know. Anything.
We'll finish this off
real quick.
Together. Forgive, focus, fly. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Forgive. Focus. Fly.